this loser side. The winner of this one will be getting that going against with Syrup versus LeoN. I mean, if you're LeoN, you're fresh off of a win, so you got that going for you as well. But this is I think by definition, if you literally look it up, it's a rough matchup.
Yeah, it's definitely a little bit rough. I mean, we just saw 2-0 earlier. I mean, LeoN definitely had some pretty strong, like, you know, games or whatever. He didn't take any of them, but like, it wasn't a walk in the park for Syrup. Like, Syrup still had to battle his way through it, but he's definitely ready for this matchup. Again, another big body. You just kind of have to find your opening, as we can see right here. It was a little bit rough to start things off, 81% for LeoN, but Syrup starting to get their footing here, starting to find a way to keep this Bowser on the back foot as best they can.
They're trying to do the best as they can, and Syrup already taking a huge amount of damage though. Really good stuff, and gonna stall it out there, but LeoN doing a good job controlling this. My goodness, LeoN, where was this entire time?
You know, he just came off a hot set win, so he's got that momentum, he's got that energy building through him. And you know, Syrup, not to say Syrup has been sitting ice cold for a little bit, but you know, he probably is taking a little break, watching to see who's gonna be fighting next, trying to mentally prepare himself. And oh my god,
oh goodness, oh goodness gracious, what just happened right now? But able to do so much with it. Syrup, I looked away and the stock just got evaporated. It just got Thanos snapped at this point. That F tilt collides with the PK Thunder, so won't be able to get that 2-frame that they were barely on top of. But LeoN is playing so well right now, Skip. I can't even explain it.
Yeah, and that yo-yo not going to be low enough either to try and catch the... Oh, wow, dude. A 3-stock to start off losers finals here. And Syrup, man, I mean, I expect him to take a game back. I think we're going to see a game 3. But, wow, that's a wake-up call saying, man, like, I know you beat me earlier, but this is different, man. Like, right now, I'm taking it to you. I need you to wake up. I need you to play your best game.
This is PGR, LeoN. Don't forget who I am. But
exactly. Exactly.
What happened? Oh, that's what happened. Yo, you can't be. You have to be careful against LeoN because they're unafraid to go for that. They're unafraid to really go for those options because as Bowser, you already know that you have to take every advantage, everything, because you will be placed in the back foot and Syrup, feeling the full front force of it. But new game, new stock, new style. Let's see what they're gonna do with it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's a good point too. That LeoN's unafraid, and I feel like that's like to be a heavy main in general. That's kind of how you have to play, right? You don't really have the luxuries to play a little scared. You don't necessarily have the movement options to try and dance around things. You have to play unafraid from start to finish because, like you said, when you find those openings, when you get those chances to try and capitalize and stuff, you really got to capitalize on them. That's what we saw from LeoN that game 1. However, game 2 is a bit of a different story, as we can see from Syrup with 193% in like 50 seconds to be able to take out that first stock. Sheesh.
Nah, Syrup is like, you should be afraid. Like, this is me after all. You should be afraid. This is a matchup. You should be afraid of me as a player, and you're gonna pay the price for it. Gets the standard combo. Look at this damage quickly being stacked up, and LeoN fighting back, swinging out against Syrup in order to avoid it out there. But I love the confidence just to go for the grab because you know they love going for it, and LeoN gets it up there. The falling fair. People still fall for it because you don't expect that turtle to run that fast.
Yeah, it's definitely a spot to be put in, that's for sure. But let's see what happens. Oh, another flying slam going to get caught up here. And yeah, LeoN's definitely starting to find his footing. I mean, 79%, it's a little bit rough, right? Syrup is getting some good hits. But you can definitely get back on the stage. It just means Rage is going to get built up here a little bit. Yep, the high recovery. Syrup was ready for it that time with the back here, clutching it out and maintaining a pretty strong lead. It's just a matter of keeping it going here.
Gotta keep it going right now because we've seen what LeoN can do, can absolutely just blow up stocks. And I love the patience on that shield, but Syrup punishing that out immediately, catching it out there as well. Yeah. LeoN, you just got stopped. Even Cola's a little jealous about how hard you just got stopped out there. My goodness.
Yeah, that was something else. That's what I was expecting from Syrup, man. Again, Syrup was probably just sitting around watching, you know, went into this game a little cold. And LeoN woke him up, and that's why we saw what happened there. But yeah, it's just as soon as he sent them off stage here too, I was like, yeah, that's definitely a downer coming up because LeoN was probably expecting the PK Thunder coming out here for the low recovery, which is why he went a little bit high. And obviously Syrup was ready for that one. So honestly, just great stuff from Syrup. But as we get to game 3, we're going to a little bit of a smaller stage here as we see Smashville be popped out. Now, obviously, this works out for LeoN because, I mean, his up tilt can, one, shark through that center platform, but also he has to do less damage to take out stocks here because these blast zones are quite a bit smaller than other stages, and it just allows LeoN to be a little bit more consistent with trying to clutch out some stocks.
It really is, but it's also a double-edged sword because LeoN will be dying way earlier than heavy stock, heavy character standards, I should be saying. And, you know, and with Syrup, there's no short amount of kill loops that can occur. So that can be the scary part about these interactions that could happen. But the scooping hitbox, you see how huge that is? The LeoN's using really good stuff.
Yeah, I told you, man. He's got like similar aerials to Wolf. It's just they might be a little slower, but they hit a lot harder. As we saw that forward air scooping up, the flying slam not going to be enough, but we'll catch him with that down tilt. Ness's big head just peeking up over that ledge, and Bowser was ready to take that swipe at him, take out that stock, and now we're sitting here 3 stocks to 2, excuse me. 123 though, that's not too bad. He could potentially be losing a stock here very soon. You can see Syrup's trying to be very careful with their opening, but LeoN's probably gonna get something on here, right?
You know, trying to get something down there, that's not gonna hit, but surely Syrup's follow-up will. No damage stacked on LeoN's end, like that you were hoping for, Skiff, but finally snatching that kid out into the sky and getting the optimal percentage falling to DI with it. Really good stuff, but the punch out there from Syrup and cashing out there, catching the jump as well. Force recover super high, and Syrup gets the damage out there from that big mistake.
And this is what I was really hoping to see too in this game 3. We saw game 1, right, with a dominant 3 stock. Syrup woke up, right? Basically took 3 stocks in a row with a strong 2 stock in game 2. And now these guys just taking turns, taking stocks, taking hits, and just taking turns beating the absolute hell out of each other. Ooh, the fantastic runoff forward air. Not gonna be enough to take the stock, but that will be with the forward tilt. Beautifully placed.
Oh, what a competitive set that is occurring right now. LeoN now finally able to land the hands on Syrup to land all this damage outwards. Retreating fair, getting that damage out there with the whirling force, able to break out for a little more damage, but the command grab lands for even more. LeoN gets the jump with it, forced to air dodge there. Syrup in a really bad position. Another command grab. LeoN lapped the percentage out there. Syrup, you're literally searching for answers at this point, because Skiff right now, this might be it.
Yeah, this might be, yep, and there we go, the flying slam onto that center platform. Because you know what, you had 1 of 2 options, right? Either try to fight it a little bit, right? So you land on, you know, on that regular stage, right? Just the base platform, maybe survive, but instead we got the scenario here where you land on that center platform, put you up just a little bit higher for those already small blast zones, and that's what allowed LeoN to get that W. Getting revenge from earlier in bracket as well.
Yeah, able to really secure it out there, and this time kept it way more comfortable. The counter pick, I think Skiff was really the big factor that played into this matchup. You know, not giving Syrup that room to move around, and Syrup, even though it could have worked out in their favor, LeoN cashed out way more in that stage.
Yeah, it was definitely very strong. I mean, Syrup definitely hung in there for that first stock, but as soon as that second stock disappeared, LeoN just, you know, was like a shark in the water, man. He was already in frenzy mode, and he really took it to Syrup, just putting down a lot of damage, just really forcing Syrup into these really tough scenarios that he just was not quite able to get out of entirely. And it just, I mean, that's what LeoN likes to do, man. It's what Bowser likes to do. When you got 2